This is an art analysis on a poem, The Context of Women, Timothy Ryan Bartholomew Lewis, 2025. Alright, earlier on today, I created a poem, The Context of Women. I reviewed things that have happened in my experience. I have a very, very interesting experience with women. A very, very, very interesting experience with women. You know, with women, what is it that they think about? What is it that you want from women? What is a woman? A woman is a socially traded person. The social trait of women is the reason why some women have problems. But really, what a woman is nurturing. Contextually, women always nurture. There's always a duality with women, just like nature. It can be kind, and you could be nice, just like any other person. But women are socially traded. I continue to think about the experiences I had with the beautiful women that I have been around and that I have been interested in. Every experience, I thought about it. I really did. The things that I do with women, how I have fun and play, how there's always an uncertainty, how unsure it is. It's all a part of the play. Every male has a play. Ask any male how they do it. It's always different. It's always individual to the person, how it is they do it. It's as a result of having separate experiences. In those separate experiences, the male learns to play and learns to interact with women. With that, I commenced to think about the specific women that I have had meaningful relations with. I noted that, and I was like, all right, I had this experience with this woman. I had this experience with this woman. I had this experience with this woman, and I had this experience with this woman. And then I was like, oh, yeah, what about the other duality of man? The goals and the objectives, the things that are yet to become. And I thought about women. You know, because women, they're the motivation. They're always the motivation for people like me. I thought about my goals and objectives. How I'm a uni graduate and how I'm goal-oriented and objective focused. So I thought about the women that I have yet to become interested in. And I was like, oh, there's that woman. And there's this. What is this? You know, what it is being a man. Anyways, with that, I commence to create sentences. I strategically used and placed the women in the poem. Let me recite this poem for you. The context of women. Shayla every day. Keisha around before Shayla. Calissa before Keisha. Kaylee all the time. Carla whenever. What is it, Shayla? It's feminism, the right of women. How am I going to explain this piece of art? It's an art of an experience. And that's what a man is. And that's what being manly is. What is this about? The context of women. You know, the context of women, according to feminism, is they want increased rights and freedoms. Women, they have a tendency to get taken advantage of. Some individuals, they put women through hardship, and it's very, very upsetting. What is this poem about? Shayla, Shayla, Shayla. Keisha, Keisha. Calissa, Kaylee, Carla. What is this about? The right of women. What is the meaning of this? You know, all I'm going to say is that there's always an objective of women. And women, they see men as a number. But it's men like me that stand apart, that know what women do and how women become what they become. It's me that tries to make it right for women. Really, what I do is I extend the duration of my manliness by explaining these things. What is the time? Around what time it is? Or is it? Before what time? You know, every day is the time. And whenever women are in hardship or difficulty, it's about rights, and it becomes feminism. What are we going to? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The number. What's the number? And the number really is the way to communicate with women. And the number really always is as a result of goals and objectives. And having goals and objectives is always as a result of a woman or of a woman behind the man. That's just the average. But I have 3 women that I seriously dated. The number for me is the number of those 3 women that they request of me. When I think of women, I have goals and objectives, and I do the things that I do as a result of the fact of the matter that I'm aware that women get taken advantage of and that they might require my help. This is the reason why I do it the way that I do. I don't only have to support myself. I have to consider the fact that if my ex needs help, she might come to me asking for my empathy. And being a man is about being mankind. Because sometimes women, they socially learn, and sometimes they don't have the experience to understand when it's enough. It's enough. And that's part of being a man, saying that it's enough. Women, the context of women. What is it? Where is it? Who is it? How is it? This piece of art is like the women. What am I going to say as it pertains to this piece of art? All I'm going to say as it pertains to this art is that time is in the right place in this poem. And this poem is very, very, very complicated. You can interpret this poem in many, many ways. But really, when you're like me, you do it right. And what happens? What happens? what really happens. Either you do what you do, and it's going to be okay. This poem, what is this pertaining to? What I'm going to say to you, the context of women. In this poem, time is in the right place. Women, the context of women. This piece of art was created for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is different for every man. What is Valentine's Day to me? It is a different Valentine's Day for another. But for me and the women in this poem, the women that I have feelings for, it's Valentine's Day. That's the context of women. What I do with every woman, I extend the duration of what makes me a man. I do it and do it and do it. I love doing it with women. What is the context of women? Having fun and playing. Doing chivalry and flirting. Experiencing forms of sex and intimacy. Being liked and loved. The context of women. What's Valentine's Day to you? What's Valentine's Day to me? What I'm going to say is that I'm Valentine's Day. And that's what this poem is. And that's the meaning of this poem. The context of women. This is a specific type of poem. A narrative type of poem that uses various English literary tools to portray an experience. What sorts of English literary tools are there? There's English literary tools that haven't been used before in this poem. And this is why this is a piece of art. All I'm going to say is that this is very, very complicated. It might be several lines, but really, in the several lines, and in the meaning and intent, and in the basis of all of this, and the beautiful women that matter every time. Women are social. All I'm going to say as it pertains to this poem is that these women, they're the boss of me. And that's the truth. The women are in charge of me. They're in charge. They are in charge. Women are in charge. This is what this poem means. Women are in charge. I don't know what to say. But really, women. Let me rehearse this poem again. The context of women. Shayla, every day. Keisha, around before Shayla. Calissa, before Keisha. Kaylee, all the time. Carla, whenever. What is it, Shayla? It's feminism, the right of women. You know, women nurture. What I do with this specific poem, I use this poem as a poem used before I consume food. The very nature of the basis of woman and the relationship of women and man. I use this as a way to feel something for women. With that, this is what is referred to as the before meals oath. This is a piece of art. This is a piece of art. In every art is always a heart. The heart is an expression of a disorganized way to express, but it is science that organizes what the heart expresses in its disorganized nature. Women. What is women? What are women? Emotion, intelligence, cognition. The heart is very disorganized. It's always the cognitive intellect that has the means to make the heart sophisticated. And that's the science of all of this and the women that I have experienced and have yet to experience. The before meals oath, the context of women, Valentine's Day, really. It's individual to every male. For me, it's Valentine's Day. This is the meaning of the context of women, the poem that I created today. Alright, this concludes the art analysis of aforesaid poem. An English work of art, a product of literature and an esteemed university, Kwantlen Polytechnic University, the only polytechnic university in the state where thought meets action, challenge meets opportunity, discover what's possible. Kwantlen Polytechnic University is a university of experiential learning. Other universities, they have a different method of educating their students. But the esteemed University of Kwantlen Polytechnic University taught me really, really well. And I do it for my motivations. And my motivations are the women. And this is the piece of art that expresses what it is I really feel about women. It's Valentine's Day. This is the context of women. All right.